This is 20 Seconds with 20-Somethings. My name is Brooklyn Costa.
I'm Devin Pastras.
And we are going to be answering some random questions and giving you advice. Because we're so qualified to do that.
Time to play God.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay,
so these anonymously compiled questions from the patrons of the universe. This first question says, my roommate's boyfriend lives at my apartment essentially every weekday without paying rent. He stays in a room, but he's starting to get annoying. What should I do?
Definitely have like a roommate meeting and be like, look, babes, this is not it. Like, I live here, I pay to live here, your man's is here all the time, he doesn't pay for anything. And if he's like causing trouble, or if he's like, I don't know, like eating all your food, taking up all of the space, like that's not a healthy living situation. You gotta speak. Communication is key. Definitely. Okay, are you ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to give some advice.
I did write this upside down. Okay, this is something I saw online and I thought it was really funny, so I decided to ask. My roommate smells. How do I tell them?
I think honesty is the most important thing. I've been told one time in my life that I smell terribly, and it strips away your ego, you know? But I was happy. I said, you know what? Now I know. I went and took a shower immediately. Hygiene is the most important thing. If you smell bad, you need to fix that problem. That is the biggest turnoff in the world. So I think that you just tell them. You say, hey man, put on some deodorant. It's not that big a deal. In private, you don't have to embarrass them publicly. But
yeah, no, a little whisper like, hey, come here.
If you're a good friend, you tell them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's no big deal.
Perfect, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me. I'm ready.
Second question. This person is unaware what they're doing with their major. They're a junior and they hate it and they don't want to go into this field. Should they take a gap year, or that set them back too far? Is that embarrassing to take a gap year? Should they just finish and then figure it out after that?
Okay, so this is like a perfect question for me because I actually work in like advising students. Definitely take a second, like think, like would a gap year be successful to you? Like, are you gonna like get a job and like figure out what you're gonna do? Because like you can't just like stop and then like not know if you're gonna come back or not. Definitely think about all the different aspects that your major can go into. Like, it doesn't just have to be this one set field. Like, say, like you go into nursing, you don't have to work in a hospital. You can work at like a senior center. You could work at like some daycare specialty place. Like, you could work with like all ages. Like, you don't just have to do one specific thing. Like with film, like right now I want to direct, but that doesn't mean I won't be like, I don't know, like a writer one day. Like, you always, like, maybe like sit down, talk with an advisor, talk with your friends, just like even like write a list to yourself, like everything like I want to do and how I can do it with this major. And if it's not there, then either talk about switching your major, because like it's never too late to switch your major. Like you're always learning what you want to do. So yeah.
So get the degree and figure it out later.
Yeah, because like you can like always like get the degree and then go back to school, but like you'll be making money to pay for school. Capitalism. Okay. My parents don't know that I switched my major. How do I tell them?
That's a tough one. If they're paying for it, that is something that they'll probably find out about, I would guess. Maybe if they're not very tech savvy, you could sneak that by them. But again, I feel like maybe just lie. It depends how far into it you are. I mean, once you get your degree, you got the degree. If it's pretty early on, maybe you need to be upfront about it. Lying is probably a bad policy. But if you're a senior, I mean, you got a couple more months.
Yeah.
Maybe you just let that one slip through the cracks.
Funny story, actually. I came into school as like just like a film media major, and then randomly one day my comm professor was like, babes, you want to direct ad comm? So I did. And then like I come home for like Thanksgiving, and I'm like, hey dad, guess what? I'm a double major now. And he's like, with what? And I'm like, communications. He's like, why am I paying for you to learn how to talk? You do that all the time.
But you're doubling up. So.
I mean, yeah, but like it was really funny.
Okay. My final question is.
Okay.
This isn't me, but this is what I've written. I'm in love with my best friend's girlfriend. And stop. Solve that.
Oh my goodness. In love with your best friend's girlfriend? First of all, check yourself, babes. Like, this is not a rom-com. Like, definitely, I don't know if like you've had a thing for her for a while or whatever, but do some soul searching. Like, come on, you can't be going after your best friend's girl, especially if like you value that relationship with your best friend, because like he's gonna know something's up. Like everyone, she's gonna know something's up, he's gonna know something's up. Like, you gotta like talk with someone about this stuff, like whether it's a therapist.
Unrelated.
Yeah, whether it's like a therapist, whether it's the friend, a different friend, just like get all of this out. Maybe like write like a little letter and then like throw it away and like set it on fire or some stuff. But yeah, definitely don't pursue that. Even if they do eventually break up, don't go after her, because then that's just gonna ruin your relationship with your friend.
Bury it deep in their soul. Is
No,
essentially
literally,
the
like
advice. Okay.
maybe go read like a self-help book or something. Buy some crystals, you know. Okay, my final question for you. Kind of similar, which is a little weird. My friend's boyfriend is cheating on her. Should I tell her or wait for her to find out?
1,000% tell her. No question. Easiest advice ever. That's just like, who cares, you know? It's gonna suck, but like, to not know something is the most embarrassing thing. Like, you feel like everyone's talking about it behind your back,
No,
and to find out
literally.
like, and also if they found out that you knew and didn't tell them, that's like that's a friendship ender right there. So
No, literally.
That's an easy come clean to your friend. No questions asked.
Yeah, if I were the friend and I found out that my best friend knew my mans was cheating on me,
It's a complete breach of trust.
I would,
That's a backstab right there.
no,
Where are
literally.
your priorities? This is your friend here. You
Period.
gotta keep them grounded. Let them know what's going on.
Honesty is the best policy.
That's what we've learned today. That was all three of my answers.
Yeah.
Be honest, and then don't be honest about the major thing, maybe. But be honest 66%
You'll
of
have
the
to
time.
be honest eventually, you know?
Be honest 66% of the time. That's a good.
More like 75.
All right.
I mean,
We're
Yeah.
splitting hairs here.
yeah. Okay, well,
Good advice.
good advice, yeah. I'm Brooklyn, this is Devin, and this was 20 Seconds with 20-somethings.